didn't really do much filming when we got back yesterday. It was a really long day. We were both really tired. It reached highs of like 25 degrees yesterday, which was the different kind of 25 degrees than what we would feel back in England. It was really warm, humid, and the hour's walk that wasn't so bad yesterday morning it felt a lot worse once we left, kind of coming home. And I wasn't very well yesterday, so we just decided to get back as quickly as we could, and then pretty much both pass out and fall asleep.
Yeah, it was tiring, and because it was nice and cool when we left in the morning, I thought it was a good idea to wear jeans. And then because Sam wasn't feeling the best, I carried quite a lot of merchandise that we picked up. So it was it was a struggle walking back.
But we made it, was the main thing. And we decided that in terms of today, with it being race day, we were going to have a laying in the morning. The main race for the actual the Premier class of MotoGP doesn't start till 2. Normally, like if we were at Silverstone, we would go in early, we would watch Moto 2 and Moto 3. But I just think after such a long day yesterday and the long day travelling Friday, we just didn't really have it in us this morning. So we decided to have a nice lay in. We had breakfast in the Airbnb, and then we brought a really nice French baguette and some ham yesterday, and we made like an early lunch before we go. So I think we're gonna head in a little bit,
Yeah.
and go and enjoy the race.
We're repping Fabio.
We are repping Fabio. I would like to point out though, Fabio is also my like top tier, and obviously it's his home race, so I do really hope that he does well. I'm not sure how much footage we'll be able to get. We walked around the whole track, I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And looking at all the different general admission areas, there isn't too many places that is
I would say there is
to the track.
Yeah, there is some good places, but I think the best ones people are there from the morning until the end of the day. So if you're walking around and exploring like us, you get lucky in a couple of spots, but for the most part, the best spots you have to be there early.
And what I notice is obviously I've been to Catalonia, I've been to Hungary, and I've done Silverstone, and the French track is the furthest away from the spectators that I think I've ever been to in terms of the general admission areas on the hill and the grass. Even at Silverstone, they're still quite close to the track, whereas here they're not. So in terms of like actual viewing points, yeah, there's a few of them, but they're not the best in terms of proximity, I guess would be the best way to describe it.
I don't think it's that bad. What I do have a problem with the French circuit is the lack of toilets. So they have toilet blocks, but they're quite sparsely spread around, and the queues are ridiculous. I literally held it for the whole day because the queues, I refused to queue that long to go to the toilet. It was, I mean, how long were we looking for a toilet for you?
Yeah, quite a long time.
Quite a long time.
It really was like going around different parts of the track, wasn't it? Like you couldn't really walk anywhere at one point because the queue was both ends, like one for the men and one for the women. And I've also noticed that they don't really care too much about gender toilets here, in the sense that if there is a massive queue on the men's toilets and the women's are free, it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman, they're just going to go in and use the toilet because it's available. So yeah, I mean, it's been a great
I did
experience.
have a brand new experience. We found.
Are you actually going to talk about this?
I'm actually going to talk about it on the
God.
camera. So they had urinals, which were just out in the middle of the circuit. It was, well, not the circuit, it's the surrounding area. Yeah, I thought it was like a water station, and then I saw people doing their
Wouldn't wanna drink from
business.
that.
So yeah, I gave that a go.
This is
Public
one of
urinals.
those moments of I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this in or cut. I'll cut it out. I won't lie to you. But no, it's been a really good experience. The weather was absolutely delightful. Although it was really hot, it was a really good day. And I'm quite excited to see what the main race holds for us after the sprint yesterday. It was definitely something.
I mean, all I will say is for anyone that's a MotoGP fan, that Jorge Martin move, incredible. He deserved the win.
100%. And I also think it shook the rest of them because I don't think anyone was expecting. We all know that he's a good rider. Like, he's proved that when he won his World Championship. But I think that was a massive look, this is what I can still do. And people weren't expecting it. I know that in the interview after, even Pecco Bagnaia was like, it took me that much by surprise at them through the rest of my race. Like, he was expecting to be battling with Mark and Bezzecchi, and that obviously wasn't necessarily the case. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. Looking forward to it. We'll see what footage we can get, and then tomorrow's it's home time and back to the real world.
Yep. Yeah, nice early start tomorrow as well. So
Nice early start.
get a coffee on the go and a pan of chocolat or two, and then be heading back home.
Heading home. So yeah, we'll see what footage we can get, and then on to the next.
On to the next.
So when we got there, it was quite evident just how busy it was. This is just one of the general admission views, and we realised at this point that trying to find somewhere with a decent view was probably going to be quite difficult. Of course, it wouldn't be a trip without some drama, would it? So we come through our departures, gone through security and everything to wait for our plane. We had a really nice McDonald's breakfast, sat there chilled, and then Dan decided he was going to go for a little walk, go for a little adventure. So he went down an escalator which said some toilets, and he was like, "I'll be back up in a minute." Cool. So I'm waiting. And then get a phone call from him. I've gone through a door. Right. Well, the door is an exit which has put me in arrivals, and it looks like I've just come off a plane and I can't get back through. It's like, great. Absolutely fantastic. So he's had police officers, he's had airport staff do the best they can to try and get him back through to the departures. Luckily, our plane is actually delayed, which is probably a good thing because it means it gives him some more time to get through. But married life is questionable at the moment. I had a bit of a breakdown, had a bit of a moment, because he frustrates the absolute crap out of me. So now I've decided I'm going to go get myself a Starbucks. I'm going to go get myself a coffee. And I'm just going to relax while he's got to go through security again and have his passport checked again and hope that his boarding pass doesn't fail on him because it's already been scanned through once. Travel with your husband. It's the best thing you could do. Here is the walk of shame of the idiot who decided to get himself lost. Fine. So we didn't really do much filming when we got back.
Hello.
Hey, so we didn't film when we got back. We didn't film when we got back to the Airbnb yesterday. It was quite a long day and it was quite a struggle. Don't, because I want to actually use this.
I
photo.
am.